Repeat the sentence. Repeat each sentence that you hear. For example, when you hear,
My flight was just canceled.
you say,
My flight was just canceled.
click play to hear the sentence. When the recording ends, say your answer.
She studies for a few hours every day.
She studies for a few hours every day.
Build a sentence. You will hear 3 groups of words. Use them to make a complete sentence. For example, when you hear,
In this city. Have you lived? How long?
you say,
How long have you lived in this city?
click play to hear the question. When the recording ends, say your answer.
I don't. Free time. Have much.
I don't have much free time.
Listen and select answers. Listen to a passage. Then, read 2 questions about the passage. Select the best answer to each question. Click play to hear the passage. When the recording ends, you will have 2 minutes to answer the questions.
You will hear 2 people talking about a new restaurant to go to for dinner.
Thank goodness it's Friday. Only 2 more hours left to work before we can go home. Let's go somewhere new to eat dinner this weekend, shall we? There's a new restaurant that just opened 2 blocks from here on Main Street. The restaurant has a menu that looks delicious. They have dinner specials.
I'm looking forward to the weekend too. The office has been very busy all week with patients.
Write what you hear. Type the sentence exactly as you hear it. For example, when you hear,
Can you work on Monday?
you type, Can you work on Monday? Click play to hear the sentence. Then, you will have 25 seconds to type.
The old office building is now a hotel.
Summarize a group discussion. Listen to 3 people have a discussion. Then, summarize the discussion. You should include each speaker's main point or opinion. Try to include any important details. You do not need to memorize or paraphrase the entire discussion. Click play to hear the discussion. When the recording ends, you will have 90 seconds to say your answer.
A group of 3 school friends are talking about studying for exams.
We've got a lot of exams next month. I'm really busy. I'm studying every night at the moment. Right now, I read about each subject we studied on the internet after every class. I think I learn more that way. It's interesting to me too. How do you study for exams?
That's a really good idea. Me too, but I always read everything we studied in class, and then I make notes of all the most important things. If the teacher talked about it, I think the subject will probably be on the test. So I listen very carefully, and the notes help me to remember everything.
Yes, but I think sometimes there's too much information on the internet. For me, the best way to study is with another friend or in a group. I like to discuss the subject with other people. Sometimes my friend asks me questions and I answer, or I ask the questions and they say the answers.
So the 3 students are talking about how they study for exams. The first student talks about his study methods. He reviews the class after each class and reads through everything. The second student also does this, but she also focuses more on the class and what the professor says. She takes notes during class and she reviews the class by looking through her lecture notes. This last student thinks that there's too much on the internet. There's too much information on the internet. He studies by having discussions with his friends or peers, going back and forth with questions and answers about the subject together.
Read and select answers. Read the text and 2 questions. Select the best answer to each question. You will have 3 minutes. Complete the sentence. Type one word that best completes the sentence. For example, when you see, "It's tonight, you should bring a jacket," you type cold. You will have 25 seconds for each sentence. Reply to an online post. Read a question that someone posted on an online discussion website. Write a response to the question with your advice for the writer. Write at least 40 words. You will have 3 minutes. Write an email. Read a description of a situation. Then, write an email addressing the issues in the situation. Write at least 100 words. You will have 9 minutes. Record a speech sample. Listen to a question. Then, you will have 1 minute to answer the question. Click play to hear the question. When the recording ends, say your answer.
What motivates you to work hard? Explain why it helps you to work hard.
What motivates me to work harder is that I get more experiences by working harder. I get to learn new things and also to build new networks through doing my jobs diligently, I would say, and by proving what I'm doing.
Type a writing sample. Read the question. Then you will have 2 minutes to write your answer.